the Little Mermaid box office. And the funny part about all of this is this is from CNN. Did you guys hear what just happened to CNN?
Head chief got
The
fired.
CEO was just fired, but
Glorious.
The Little Mermaid tanking in China and South Korea because of the racist people out there, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this is ridiculous because Across the Spider-Verse did really well in China, and so did Fast and Furious. So I was thinking I had to pull up articles from other sites so that I could expose how ridiculous they are. They bring it up in this article. So their whole point is that The Little Mermaid tanks in China and South Korea because of racist backlash. But right here, it says it brought in just 2.7 million in the first 5 days, compared with 20 million for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in just the first 5 days of the film's opening. So you're actively destroying your own argument right there in front of us. This is exactly what we said the media was going to do. We knew they were going to call fans racist. We knew they were going to call fans sexist. We knew they were going to try to dismiss people based on the fact that this movie currently, right now, is currently set to lose millions. And the spin they can keep spinning all they want, but it doesn't really matter. If the film manages to gross only 600 million globally, it will result in a loss of 200 million, and even achieving this level of domestic earnings still needs to be determined, the report explained. Therefore, domestically, the likelihood it could gross 350 million seems overly optimistic. So at this time, this movie needs to make between $700 and $800 million, and it's on track to potentially only do about 500 to 600 million worldwide. How big of a disaster is this going to be for Disney if they lose up to $200 million, Jay?
They're just going to add it to the list and pass the blame. The funny thing with Disney is that these people, they can never take an L. Ever. They have to pass the blame. And listen, speaking about China, I got to go back in time. This was from 2017. Rest in peace, Chadwick. But I don't know if people realize Chadwick Boseman was crowned the most popular U.S. actor in China. How does he win an award in China if they hate, stuff like that? I think Disney has to realize that they made a movie that nobody cared. People are just kind of tired of the remakes. They probably should have just flushed this on Disney Plus for those that really liked it and enjoyed it for whatever it's worth. But I'm just saying, like, how do you give awards to Chadwick as the greatest U.S. actor in China and then blame that the reason why they're not seeing the film is because they don't like black people over in China? It's ridiculous. This is the spin that they're going to use. This is the same spin they did with Kenobi.
The narrative that China just hates black people, it's kind of a meme. What they do hate is identity politics, and they hate pandering, and they hate bullshit. And I mean, look, they
just don't like woke stuff.
So, that's it.
The thing.
And most normal people, almost everybody hates woke bullshit. The problem is there's still enough of normies over here in the U.S. that are still going to walk right into this bullshit. This is why The Little Mermaid's doing at least better than expected domestically here. But that doesn't matter because everywhere else in the world, it's not doing well. Disney needed the international market to really show up for this movie, and it's not showing up for this movie. It's a glaring, obvious situation where normal people are finally realizing that you are pushing identity politics and people are tired of it. This was an iconic film. This is an iconic character, and you literally race swapped her for the sake of pandering and identity politics. Yes, there's still people here in the U.S. that are, I guess, dumb enough to walk into that situation and not see it for what it is, but clearly everybody else in the world is seeing it for what it is, and it's why The Little Mermaid officially will lose money unless something crazy happens. It's going to join Solo. It's going to join Strange World. It's going to join Lightyear. It's going to join Ant-Man, and these are all just recent properties from Disney.